That's right. I will never divorce you.
Lucy? What? Can you please convince Michael here? Huh? If you convince Michael to sign these divorce papers that I have right now, I will not tell him where you hid that money. But if he says that he will not sign these divorce papers here, I will tell Michael where you exactly hid the money. My name is Alexandra, and I work in a company. I met my husband, Michael, through a friend, and we have been married for just over 6 months. At the time we were dating, I thought that he is very clean and tidy, and since we both liked cars as our hobby, we became pretty close because of that. Even though I say I love cars, it's not like I like to spend all my money on car parts, or I love to customize my own car, but for me, I liked just seeing the classic cars and also seeing car racing shows. So, to me, my hobby was not really an expensive hobby. And to me, it was enough for Michael and I to go see such events like car shows or car racing shows on our dates. But as for my husband, his car hobby included customizing his car, which he loved to do, and I found that out after we had registered our marriage. Since we both lived in the city center, even though we loved cars, we hardly had any drive dates. Our dates were always somewhere we could go easily by taking the bus, and I was just too busy with work to go far away, like going on road trips. My husband probably took advantage of this and kept his love of customizing his car a secret from me. After I found out, I felt like Michael hid that intentionally, but it's not like I also asked him if he liked to customize his car anyways. And fortunately, both Michael and I work, so we do have enough money. Which is why I decided to accept the fact that Michael loved to customize his car, and spending not too much but a little money on customizing his car is acceptable. But you know what they say, parents of a spender are also spenders. It is often said that children are like their parents, and my mother-in-law Lucy also spends money on her own hobbies. And it is my husband and I who are helping Lucy to pay for her hobbies. Lucy now lives off from the pension, and of course, I would like to provide some assistance for her hobbies. Besides, there may be times when Lucy's pension alone would not be enough to provide for her needs. So, this was something Michael and I were doing out of the goodness of our hearts. And just because we're doing this for Lucy doesn't mean that I expect her to thank us about it all the time. But there are many things that Lucy says and does which makes me think that she is taking it for granted, as if us helping her out was a normal thing for her. When Michael and I first got married, we began to give Lucy $300 a month as a way for us to support her. But gradually, Lucy began to demand for more support from us for some reason, and now, 6 months into our marriage, we are giving her $1,000 a month. My husband spends on his car, and Lucy now spends on her hobbies. Even with both of us working together, now we can't even save enough to get by. I thought clearly that this was getting out of hand, so I decided to discuss the issue to my husband. Hey, it's about Lucy.
What is it?
We can't keep on giving her $1,000 a month. Didn't we only agree to support her with $300 a month?
Yup.
What do you mean, yup? You know that we do have to live our own lives, right?
But it's not like we're in a huge financial trouble, right?
Well, for now, yes, but we have to save money for the future, don't you think so?
For the future? Like what?
Michael, what did you say when you married me? My husband then looks at me really confused, which really irritated me. Didn't you say that you wanted to try for a baby right away?
Oh, yes, you're right. I do want a baby.
Then we'll have to save up, won't we?
But I'm working, and so are you, honey. So we should be fine financially, right?
Are you saying that you expect me to work while I'm pregnant? And that we shouldn't take any maternity or paternity leave?
No, that's not what I meant by that. But you don't have any intention in the future to quit your job, right, Alexandra? Then there won't be any problem.
It could depend on companies, but you know that just because we have maternity and paternity leave, it doesn't mean that we get paid our full salary while we're on the leave, right?
What? Really?
You're really taking life that easy, huh?
Well, anywho, we'll manage it somehow. Worrying about the future when it's not even here is just a waste of time. If something goes wrong, we'll figure it out then.
I'm discussing the issue with you because we're facing the issue right now.
Oh, alright. I'll talk to my mom about it, okay?
You better do it. It's a promise.
Okay.
My husband said he would talk to Lucy about it. But even after that, Lucy's spending habits never improved. Whenever Lucy invites me to go to her house, I see some more things in her house which I personally think is all worthless. Oh, welcome. Come on in. I have been waiting for you. Hey, look at this. I bought a new one for my collection. Hey, look. Isn't he just wonderful? Lucy is a fan of this actor, which no one hardly knows about, and just loves to collect items and goods of that actor. Out of my friends, I have the most items collected of him, and everyone is jealous of me. Did you know that other fans can tell how serious I am about him by the numbers of how many goods and items I have of him? Is that so? All I can do is just laugh it off awkwardly. All these goods and items that Lucy gets are all paid from the money we give to support Lucy. Hey, do you know how much this was? Saying that, Lucy shows a poster of that actor with a huge smile on her face. Was it about $30? Oh, come on, Alexandra. He's an actor, for goodness sake. This is why people who doesn't understand the value is just too clueless. It was $180. What? And this one was $300, and that one was $250? Lucy kept on showing off the goods she bought. By that time, my face was just twitching, knowing how much she has spent on these goods and items. If Lucy gets to enjoy her freedom within the limits of her pension, I have nothing to say. Besides, as long as it is $300 a month, I have no complaints about supporting Lucy. But Lucy has never once expressed any gratitude towards our support. It would have felt a little bit more better if she had said thank you at least once. But she accepts our support as if this was nothing special and spends it as if it was her hard-earned money. If it just continues on like this, it would indeed become a huge problem. But then, Lucy began to say something outrageous without even thinking about my feelings. You know, I'm planning to go on a trip with my friends who are also fans to the filming location where that actor filmed for his drama. Oh, I see. Is that so? I mean, what does that mean? So give me $3,000 in cash, okay? I just got so angry at Lucy for saying that so easily to me. Now, wait a minute, Lucy. I can't give that much money to you. Oh, why not? Because then our family finance would collapse. But you and Michael are both working. And you can afford that much money, and it's not that big of a deal, right? Oh, Alexandra, I raised Michael to be an adult, and he is who he is right now because of me. It would be nice to have a reward for that. What is she even saying? It is only natural for parents to raise their kids to be an adult. And a reward for that? What is she even saying? Anyways, supporting you with $3,000 is just not possible right now. Wow, Alexandra, you're so cheap. Cheap? When I have been the one supporting her with money? Who the hell does she think she is? I left Lucy's house in silence. Then when I came home, Michael blamed me for what had happened.
I heard from Mom. You told her that we couldn't give her $3,000? My mom was crying, you know.
So?
What do you mean, so? Why can't you support her?
Well, I'd like to ask you why you're even willing to help Lucy when she's asking for a lot of money.
Because she's my mom, you know? If your parents are in trouble, wouldn't you want to help them?
Yes, of course I would.
Well then.
Your mother is asking for money to pay for her own hobbies, you know that, right? That's not what you call being in trouble, is it?
She is in trouble. My mom can't go to the trip if we don't give her the money.
Well, she can't go because she's spending the money all on everything.
Spending the money? What's so wrong of my mom to enjoy the time that she has left, huh?
Not once did I ever say that she can't enjoy the time that she has left. I mean, first of all, did you even talk to Lucy about the money issue?
What? What are you talking about?
The other day, you promised that you'd talk to Lucy about the amount which we can support her, right?
What? I did?
My husband had forgotten the issue which I seriously discussed with him. We talked about wanting to save enough money for our future baby.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, I'll talk to my mom about it properly. Well, now that's solved, let's stop talking about it.
Excuse me?
Anyways, listen, I need to tell you something. I'm thinking of replacing my car to a new one.
Huh? What the hell are you saying all of a sudden?
This isn't sudden. I have actually been thinking about it for a long time. I have actually been getting tired of customizing my current car. If I do replace it, of course, you'd be my first passenger in the car, honey.
I can't believe he's saying this right now to me. And I get to be his first passenger? I'm not happy with that at all. I'm talking about our financial difficulties right now, but what the hell is this guy even thinking about?
I've already put my mind to it, so you know, I've already withdrawn my money.
What? Where are you going to buy it?
This weekend. Now all I have to do is pay the money. Look, it's a lot of money, huh?
Then, my husband took out a thick envelope from his bag and showed it to me with a big smile on his face. You're buying it with cash?
Yes, I'm paying it full, all in cash. Doing a loan would be a waste of money.
How much is it?
It's $32,000. It's actually supposed to be $34,000, but they'd give me a discount of $2,000 if I agreed to pay it right away. So yeah, it's a great deal and I have already set my mind to it.
Wow, he really must be too carefree and stupid. The car he has now has no problems at all and we can still drive around in it. I really didn't understand why he wanted to replace it with a new one. We had just talked about having a baby in the future, but now Michael's trying to replace his car to a new one by spending $32,000 on it. I really don't need a husband like him anymore. So at this point, I finally gave up on my husband. About your mother.
Huh? Are you still talking about that again? Well then, you don't have to give her the money, but why don't you just lend the money to her? If you just lend the money to her, then she'll have to pay back. It's as simple as that. So now that it's solved, we're done talking about this. Because this topic just lets everyone down.
All right. Then I'll make sure to lend the money to her.
Yeah, thanks.
Like that, my husband was in a good mood and put the envelope containing the large sum of money into the drawer. On the weekend, I got up earlier than Michael did and went to visit Lucy. When I handed the money to Lucy, she was so happy. Michael got angry at you, didn't he? Well, yes, you're right. Michael was completely defending for you, Lucy. That's what I thought. That boy is my son, whom I raised with my own hands. You know, he takes very, very good care of me. And after all, he's completely different from a stranger like you, isn't he? You're right. I am just a stranger after all, so I understand your point. As I said that, I received a phone call from my husband, just in time. Everything is going just as I wanted it to be.
Alexandra! Honey, do you know where my $32,000 went? It's gone from the drawer. Did we have a burglar come in, or what should I do?
A burglar? I didn't see any burglars come in.
Well then, how come the money is gone? I mean, where are you right now?
I'm at Lucy's place.
Huh? Did you say that you were going over there today?
Well, it's because you said that I should go lend her the money right away, right?
Oh, that's right. Anyways, I'm in huge trouble. Please just come home quick. Can you help me find the money?
My husband sounded like he was panicking, and I have never heard him like this before. Well, there's no point for you to look for it.
Huh?
Because I gave it to Lucy.
What?
I gave it to your mom.
Alexandra! What the hell are you doing?
What do you mean, what? All I did was hand Lucy the money, you know?
Are you kidding me? That's my money.
Yeah, I know.
Why the hell would you do that?
Because you were the one who said to give the money to Lucy, right?
I only said to give my mom $3,000. Why would you give her $32,000?
Oh, is that so?
You better get the money back from her.
No way.
Ugh. I've got no choice, do I?
Then, saying that, my husband hung up the phone. Michael was probably going to come over here. Oh my God, Lucy. It looks like Michael is coming here to take away the money. What? Why would he do that? He was saying that that money was for him to buy his new car. What shall we do, Lucy? Even though I asked Lucy this, I already knew what her answer would be. Now that she has a large amount of money in front of her, she will never let go of it, even if it was her son's money. Oh my goodness, we have to hide it. See, I told you. She has no intention of paying it back at all. Saying that, Lucy put away the money into her drawer. Parents and children are just like each other, even to the point of putting things away into the same place. Lucy then made me shut my mouth about where she hid the money, and I just nodded in agreement. 15 minutes later, my husband, who was out of breath, rushed into the house.
Mom, where's my $32,000?
I will not give it back because it was what I was given.
Mom, please wait. I didn't even give it to you. Even if Alexandra gave it to you, she only lent it to you. So please just give it back now.
No way!
Hey, Alexandra, this is all your fault. So you better say something.
So, you don't like it when we give Lucy your money, huh?
Huh?
If we give Lucy the money which we take out from the family budget, it's fine. But when it's your money, you don't want to give it to Lucy.
No, that's not it. Because, I mean, come on, think about it. $32,000 is a lot, right?
Well, if we keep on giving Lucy $1,000 per month in less than 3 years, it would be the same amount of money.
That's not what we are here to talk about.
It is what we're here to talk about. I have been complaining to you about this issue many, many times. But nothing has changed in the last 6 months. I've been too patient, and now I'm just fed up with you. So let's get a divorce.
What? Don't say things like divorce so easily. We've only been married for 6 months.
I guess that you think I'm bringing up about divorce easily, huh? I'm also just sick and tired of you, Lucy, not even trying to return the money to your own son. Hey, how dare you say that to me?
That's right. I will never ever divorce you.
Lucy? What? Can you please convince Michael here? Huh? If you convince Michael to sign these divorce papers that I have right now, I will not tell him where you hid that money. But if he says that he will not sign these divorce papers here, I will tell Michael where you exactly hid the money." Thinking of the money, she gave in to her temptation, and Lucy began to act quickly. Putting aside the fact that she herself had a large stash of money, which was Michael's, she lectured him, saying, "It is natural for children to give money to their parents. Your wife will refuse to give me money in the future," and repeated this over and over again to Michael. And Michael, who is always brainwashed by Lucy, gets influenced by this, and in the end, he quickly filled out the divorce papers in no time. Now I can finally get a divorce. Of course, I didn't forget to have Lucy check the divorce papers after, just in case. And my parents also had to check the papers, in case if there was any problems to the papers or not. Thank goodness I told my parents what was happening beforehand. Then I grabbed the divorce papers right away. And I left Lucy's place and went over to my parents for them to check, and I then went to the city office and submitted the papers. After the divorce, my ex-husband contacted me only once. After moving out of the apartment, he moved in with Lucy, but his mother was still asking him for money. He told me that Lucy had spent all the money she inherited from her husband right away, who had passed away a year before we got married. I don't think anyone will ever want to share their life with such an old woman who is only always spending other people's money. My ex-husband said that he wanted to start over with me, but I hung up the phone without saying anything. I hung up the phone without saying anything because he was someone I didn't need to be involved with anymore. The marriage was very short, but, well, I guess I learned my lesson. This still doesn't mean I've given up on love. I hope this time I can meet someone wonderful. People are serious when it's about money, even if they are your family. I think Alexandra has endured a lot and was very patient for 6 months. I hope that she will meet a better and a wonderful person in the future. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in our next video.